Jimmy Donaldson owns a business valued at $5 billion, yet he claims his personal bank account is currently empty. If you want to see how these bizarre creator economics are moving into traditional media, subscribe and stay tuned. Donaldson operates on a model of total reinvestment, spending nearly $250 million a year on content production. In 2025, he even revealed he had to borrow money from his mother to cover the costs of his own wedding. His entire career is built on the willingness to risk his personal liquidity for the sake of the next production. After 25 years and 50 seasons, the Survivor production team sought a way to challenge a cast of returning veterans who had already seen every traditional trick in the book. They decided to grant creative influence to a creator whose brand is defined by the use of extreme financial incentives to drive human behavior. Colliding these two environments tests whether legacy social strategies can hold up when the game is redesigned by someone who views total loss as a necessary cost of doing business. The intervention began at the Survivor auction, where Donaldson made his first appearance. He disrupted the established game economy by adding $1 million of his own money to the prize pool, bringing the total payout to $2 million. Accounting for 26 years of inflation, the purchasing power of the original $1 million prize would require about $1.92 million today. By pushing the pot to $2 million, the prize effectively regains the real-world value it had in the year 2000. For the first time in over 2 decades, the contestants are playing for a sum that carries its full original weight, changing how every player calculates the risk of their next move. That money came with a condition: the Super Beware advantage, introduced during Tribal Council. The rules were a binary gamble. Flip a coin, call heads or tails. If they guess correctly, they win individual immunity and a hidden idol. If they guessed incorrectly, they are immediately removed from the game. No votes are cast and no social defense is allowed. The veterans in the game, who rely on controlling the vote, were forced to process a variable that ignored their alliances entirely. To prevent the tribe from being forced into a random rock draw, Rick Devens chose to volunteer for the toss himself. Devens won the toss, securing his safety, while the subsequent vote led to the elimination of Stephanie LaGrossa Kendrick. Devens survived by matching the high-risk appetite of the man who designed the twist. The immediate reaction from the fan base was positive, with many viewers ranking it as the most entertaining episode in years. However, a technical critique emerged from the show's more analytical fans regarding how this twist affects the game's internal logic. If no one volunteered, the mechanics would trigger a mandatory rock draw, an elimination decided by pure chance. This path shifts away from traditional social strategy toward a system governed by a random number generator. While the episode was praised for its results, it has sparked a debate about whether the game should be decided by players' choices or a single coin toss. Every major outcome of this episode, from the prize increase to the immunity win, depended on a probability landing on the correct side. This reliance on the coin toss reflects the same financial philosophy Jimmy Donaldson uses to run his business. Both his corporate growth and the climax of Survivor 50 are driven by the same tolerance for total failure in exchange for a higher payout. In both building a business and surviving reality television, the highest rewards are increasingly reserved for those willing to put their entire position on the line for a single flip.